Hey there, fellow hunters. Welcome back to playthrough Bloodborne. I am Stubbs the Wizard, your host, some would say with the most. And you can drop me a comment to tell me what it is I have the most of. That might be fun, you know. I've done it before, and probably the leading one is most enemies not killed per per word spoken. Anyway, that's me. I'm the host of the most, whatever the most of whatever is. So, we're doing a 10-year anniversary playthrough of Bloodborne here. Been a great game. It's really stood up through the years, and it's still my favorite of the, Souls likes. And that does say a lot because I really like Souls games. I mean, Dark Souls 1 and 3. Dark Souls 2 was, it's not the piece of crap I think that everybody wants to make it out to be, but it's not as good as the other two Dark Souls, for various reasons. But the big thing, the biggest problem with Dark Souls 2 is it didn't have Miyazaki. Miyazaki was making Bloodborne at the time, and so you see which came out better. Oh, and then you have something like Neo, which was absolute crap. I hated that game. I didn't even get out of the tower because the whole point of games, if you think about it, the whole point of games is to have fun. If you're not having fun at it, why do it? You're not. And then people will get that in your channel. They'll be like, "Man, he really hates his life right now playing Neo," And so I guess enough people liked it. They came out with a Neo 2. But not me. So anyway, I'm playing through with a friend I'm Not Great from the Free Time Creators Collective, and we're doing of course, the whole story game. I'm up to Murgo's Wetner, so I am really actually I'm one boss away from ending the game. I'm gonna do all three endings just so you guys can see them all, but after you defeat Murgo's Wetners, you can end the game, get an ending. And then if you fight Gehrman, rather than let him cut your head off, you can get a different ending. And if you fight Gehrman and the Moon Spirit, there's a third ending. So the other thing we're doing, besides the DLC and the regular game, is we're going through the chalices to get to Yharnam, Pthumerian Queen. And one of my runes is messed up. What is the deal here? No? That's weird. I don't know why it's messed up. But I'm doing a pure Arcane build. So you can see my Arcane's up to 99. And I call it pure because Strength, Skill, and Blood Tinge, which are the other stats that can scale to a weapon, are where they started, and I've put some in Vitality and Endurance, which you can look at it, that's not pure Arcane, and I get that. That's fair. So it is what it is. This is my build. Take it or leave it. Love it or leave it. Whatever. And then real quick on the weapons, what you do for Arcane, or what I do, is I change them from physical to elemental, and then finally Arcane. So this is a bolt saw cleaver, this is a fiery saw spear, and then the uncanny parasite with pure Arcane. And you notice that was a 60. Don't let that fool you. When you have the milkweed rune on, where you're lumen wood, i.e. cauliflower head, don't I need to fortify? I better repair that. Yeah, that's all we need to do. It has a huge multiplier. So the other thing we're doing is we're getting the Pthumerian Queen. So if you look, I left my Pthumerian up. So this is the Pthumerian. This is the Pthumerian Central. This is the Pthumerian Lower. Which that's getting kind of tough. this is Pthumeru Defile, which I think is the hardest chalice in the game, and it's because you've got to. It's layer 5 or depth 5, which is the hardest, and you got to face some pretty tough enemies like the amygdala in a very small room. And this is Ihyll, so let's get into Ihyll and see what we're doing here. The other thing I'm doing with I'm Not Great is doing what I'm Not Great calls a new game minus on Dark Souls 3. Pretty funny. He's so clever. He's got away with words, but basically what you do is on New Game Plus, you take your worst stat and you're only allowed to sort of dump into that or to increase, like for instance if you have faith, which is my run right now, you're allowed to also update attunement as necessary. But yeah, so it's your worst stat, and you gotta scale off that stat, and you gotta pick a weapon that's not upgraded. Now you can upgrade it during the course of the game, but it is a challenge. We'll put it that way. So that's another thing we're doing. We're in the middle of right now. I think he's probably either finished it or is way ahead of me. I got 5,800 runes for that guy. Welcome to Depth 5 dungeon crawling. And my Arcane's pretty much up. Well, it's up all the way as far as I can get it. So I'm going to be using more Hunter's Tools, which are spells. Well, I wasn't ready for that guy. So that did 668. And if you look at the damage that is listed, which is 60, that's over 1,000% multiplier. Oh, hello. I got, I couldn't see because of the, scenery. Okay, is there a guy down here? No. Okay, so let me go over the Stubbs the Wizard formula for dungeon crawling. So first of all is dungeon layers or levels. Don't change layers until you've already explored the other one, the layer you're on. Now you say, well, hey, you just climbed this ladder and changed the level. Well, I did, but that's because I already explored all the level up to the door that was closed to the lamp. Now and so that constitutes a whole level, because that brings up my second rule, which is don't open a door till you're ready to go through it. And so now we're exploring this level. I see you there, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna go with dual, I think. I wonder if that'll do more. I was doing 668. Any spiders in the ceiling here? Oh, I'm gonna try to get that spider in the trap. No, I won't. I'll end up killing myself. That actually did less damage than when I had it single. That's interesting. I'm gonna test that out on this same guy, because that was on a spider. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, this is the upper level of that. There's usually a door up here. No door there. So there's a door over here. Anybody down here? don't really see anybody. We'll go to the other side. So remember, the rule 1 is stay on the same level until you've gotten everywhere you could in that level. So we're not going to go down yet. We're going to go through the door, and don't open the door until you're ready to go through it. And I found this out the hard way. Really, I devised that by opening a door, and there's a bell ringer there, and I go off into other stuff, and I just get ganked by red spiders, you know. So don't do that. But we're ready to go through this door, and let's see what's in here. Oh, there's a bunch of people. Alright, so let's see if we get enhanced. Oh yeah, that does more damage. But you know what? I'm gonna go single-handed because I want to get viscerals. Alright. I was not ready for you, sir. I got my physical one out. I still played it wrong. There we go. 14-17, not bad. But I used up way too many blood bottles. Okay. Oh, okay. I remember. I remember this one from I'm Not Great's run. He made the mistake of getting in here and saying, this guy shouldn't be that hard. And he got killed for it. Pretty funny. That is just, first of all, Bloodborne, but second of all, that's also just jinxing yourself. What I really need to do is get the rune that get the rune that replaces blood bullets. Alright, we're going to take him on with the auger. Mostly. Get in the corner. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. I put a circle on the wall there and put your nose in it. That was a disciplinary action there. Just put him right in the corner. What do we got here? Crystal Blood 5. I already got 101,000 runes. That's funny. Yeah, so I just remembered this, and I told him I'm not great. Man, you jinxed yourself. He also called the guy with the gun fat, and the guy just destroyed it. And it was just bad luck, really. You know, but it was kind of funny that he said that. And when he did it, he said, yeah. I know better than I should say this, but this guy should be easy. So, anyway, it's kind of funny. Humorous. And all of us have done that. We've gone in like, okay, this should be pretty straightforward, and then like some guy hits you from the side of your head. You never even saw the guy. All right, we are going to switch levels because we've done everything up here what we could. And we're not going to open that door, remember, because actually I don't think it opens from this side, but maybe it does. This should just go to that big room. Yeah, it does. All right. Who's? Oh, you're working in here. That's how you shoot somebody. Uh-oh. I didn't have your animation finish. All right. Yeah. Take that. Actually, I am gonna go back to dual wield, and I'm gonna use my auger in place of my pistol. There's nothing. What else is in this room? There's seriously nothing? That didn't seem right. Alright. Well, we can go to the lamp now. Ladders. We don't need no stinky ladders. Although I just broke my ankles. That was kind of dumb. I should use the ladder. Alright, now we're going to open this door, even though we know the lamp's behind it. And we're going to go ahead and end this up. And we'll go to the Hunter's Dream. See the door? See the door? No? Alright, there's the door. Alright, so while I go back to the Hunter's Dream, I'm going to improve my weapons and stuff. I don't got any more stats to improve because I'm already at 99. I guess I could put some into endurance. That would be okay. I don't really need over 50 vitality. Really, my endurance is fine anyway. But I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I don't have enough blood echoes to level up anyway. You know what? Let's see if... no, I don't want to do that. I want to fortify. Oh, we need one more bloodstone chunk. My best bet for those and blood rocks are going to be from Chalice dungeons. Okay, I don't have enough there, so I'm going to go here and buy stuff. So this is what's going to be happening is I'm just going to be buying a bunch of stuff since my Arcane's all the way up. At any rate, go check out the Free Time Creators Collective. Look, just enough. Look at that. So go out to Discord, and if I don't have the link in the description, which I'll put there, and some links to some of the OG channels, go check them out. You'll go to the Discord, Free Time Creators Collective, and you'll find I'm Not Great out there. You'll find me, Stubbs the Wizard, Holly's Adventures, Belmont Bruno, Plumberry Delicious, all sorts, mindless meat, as I mentioned, and come out and join us, view, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Just be nice. That's all we ask. It's just a positive community to help smaller channels grow and, you know, be encouraging. As of this video, I appreciate a like. Subscribe to the channel would be great. Give me some comments. I will answer all of them. And appreciate you watching. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Thanks.